Good morning, everybody. Patrick here, and today we're flying around the central coast of Canada, headed over to Machmell Fisheries doing some bush flying. And this is a new scenery that I found out about, and right now we're just going to overfly the runway. Good thing to do if you're going to be doing some bush flying like this. I would check out the runway, make sure there's no obstructions, maybe a tree fell or something's on the runway. So we're just doing a pass over here, and it seems to look good. And we're gonna do a landing on there and then check out the area. Now this is done by PropStrike. I just found out about them about a week ago, and I'm very impressed with the scenery because this is free. This one is their freeware, and then the 172 I'm flying. It's they take the 172 that comes with X-Plane and then converts it to the Ken Myles Workhourse 172, which is geared towards bush flying. And it's a fun plane to fly. It's nice to have the black interior, the larger tires on the exterior, and it's just nice to have a bush flying aircraft in X-Plane. And for right now, this is definitely holding me over for the Dead Stick simulator that'll be coming out hopefully sometime this year. I've been wanting to play that sim so bad, and this just really reminds me of it, of the kind of adventures you'll be able to get into with that simulator. So we're going to make our pass, and then we'll line up now. Since the runway looked good, we'll start to make our approach. Now this place opened in 1998, and it was opened for the purpose of research of the water levels and also the fish. And I guess since then it rarely gets used, but it's still there, and apparently you can still land on it. So if you're in the area and you like the bush fly, this is one of the locations you could try out. Now usually you can fly from the Bella Coola airport to get there, or you can start out here at the fishery itself, and you can do pattern work, all kinds of stuff. Probably a good place to practice some bush flying landings would be here. But yeah, very impressed with this work. I think a lot of this stuff is hand painted, and it really puts trust in me to get their other stuff. They have one scenery that's $5 and one that's $26, but I would have full trust that these would be quality. For this one to be free, to be this kind of quality, to get one you pay for, it's probably even better. And we made it. That was not too bad. We'll pull up to the left and we'll turn around. For now, check out these replays. Now if you wonder how I get these so smooth, if you go to the replay mode and then you toggle the video recording, you can get a pretty smooth recording. It'll usually play it back in slow motion, but record in the normal speed. And that's a trick that's been used for a long time for smooth frame rates in YouTube videos. A lot of times when you see a video that is so smooth, they usually did the slow motion trick. So you would slow the clip down and then you speed it back up, and you gain the frames to make it look really smooth. So it's a little trick you can do, but this will do it for you. It'll bring it back to the normal speed. But yeah, to get this 172 going, you just make a copy of the one that came with X-Plane, and then you swap a few files that they provide, and now you have yourself this bush plane. And this is actually my first experience with X-Plane's dust. I haven't been on a dirt runway or anything to have ever seen this, but the particles look pretty cool when you go through that stuff. And I also wanted to say, when you check out the PropStrike website, I really like the design. I'm a big fan of the style they went with, where you kind of turn the page into something that looks like a real world thing. Like they took a map and drew on the map marking where the fishery is and where the Bellacoola airport is, and it just looks really cool. So I really like the website, and they did these mock-up box arts for each, even the freeware, the 172 here, and then they tell you a lot of background information about the story of it and about the story of Ken Myles, and it's really interesting. We're just heading to the other side here, where we'll park, and we're gonna get out and do some fishing and just look at a few things around the grounds here. But if you come in here on a beautiful day, you're really in for a nice treat. So we're just going to stop here. We're going to leave the flaps down. We're going to use the tie downs for now. Lights off, pull our mixture, and shut her down. Alright, we got our fishing poles. We're going to head down to the creek. Now, some of the nice things you see, looks like an abandoned speedboat here, some spools, nice detail with the moss, and it's just, I really like seeing this kind of stuff. Here's the fence that was, or gate that was put up at one point, made of logs, and the old fisheries building. It's probably some office of some sort where they conduct their research. And then here's the dock at the far end of the trail, and this is where we'll be doing our fishing today. But really nice to land here and then get out. It really gives you, with this kind of detail, it just really gives you the incentive to look around the area, And that's what I really like about these sceneries. Looking forward to trying the rest. So there's also a lodge on the other side, to the left. I'm not showing it right now. We didn't go over there, but you can do that. But we've had our fun with the fishing. We've looked around the area, and we're just going to start the plane up and take off and get back over to the Bellacoola airport. Fuel pump off, and we'll start the engine. Put the mixture in rich because you can't do both at the same time. If you turn the engine over and then try to switch over to the mixture, I find it to not work. So if you just go with the mixture rich before turning the key, you're good. I'm gonna go 2 notches of flaps for the takeoff. Now we can get our avionics on. Set our transponder. We're going to be squawking 1200s, so we're going VFR. Now we can get all the lights on. We're just going to taxi up right ahead and be on our way out of here. So kind of a short runway we're dealing with, a little bumpy, and we got some trees ahead to clear, but we should have plenty of time to do so. Another thing I like about this 172 is it's a retro look, and that's what I like. I don't have any of those in my hanger right now, so it's nice to have this one. heading straight down. Still working on my curve for the rudder. I got it close to where I want it, not quite perfect. Alright, 60 knots. And we'll rotate. 65. 70, and then we want to trim out to about 80 on this climb. Well, alright everybody, I hope you guys found this entertaining. I want to do more bush flying, not just land at one place, but maybe go to some different locations in the future, and I think that would be a fun thing for the channel. But this was something different today. Check it out. I think you'll have fun if you're running out of things to do in X-Plane, so take a look at this, and I'll see you later.